Okay, now I'm recording, Jeff. Now you can open up.
Yeah, I did that too soon.
Just gonna open up bottles now.
Yeah, this should be the official intro music.
What? Just a commercial for Diet Pepsi?
Yeah.
Every episode just opens up with us pouring out something.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I mean, we were like doing the after hours version where
it was like alcohol or something.
Yeah. Just pour open a cold one.
Yeah.
Turn that mic a little bit closer to you.
There we go.
There you go. That's better.
I might have to hold it because I'm not on the stand today.
You should be fine. I'm picking you up.
All right, cool.
But
somebody who eat lunch, is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. As you ask every week, yeah, that's cool.
I always just like to, just check.
That's good, bud.
It's a way of controlling the table.
Now, there's the real ASMR. I should have had you do that before the episode. From the open. Well, as we say, we prefer everything to be unlistenable as possible.
True. So, Marshall, have you seen James Cameron's 1997 masterpiece, The Titanic, on VHS, parts 1 and 2?
I have not. And not on VHS. I have seen it on streaming.
You have not seen The Titanic if you haven't watched it on VHS.
Now you're sideways. We'll eventually get the mic right.
Yeah, we'll get it right.
60 plus episodes into the show, we'll get the mic right eventually.
We have not seen The Titanic unless you had to watch it on 2 separate tapes.
I think I had to watch it on DVD in the high school. And I remember there's like one scene where a guy falls off the ship and hits the propeller, and that, I don't know why, but it makes me laugh. Not dramatic, no, it makes me laugh every single time. It's like, oh no, awful tragedy. Ping! He flips into the water. I'm like, okay, now it's a comedy.
That sounds pretty brutal.
It is. No,
I haven't watched it.
You haven't seen The Titanic?
I haven't seen it. No, I've seen it, but not since like 1998, probably.
Okay. So you decided just to go 25 years without watching The Titanic?
Watched it once. I was like, it's all I need.
I mean, fair enough. It's not exactly a plot that you'll forget.
And it's is it really a movie that you are like, yeah, I'm in the mood to watch The Titanic?
I've never once been in the mood to watch Titanic where I've been like, oh, you know what, I'm going to put on The Titanic. It's like either someone else is watching it or it's on TV back in the day when I had cable. I walk through the room, on AMC. I walk through the room at 3:33 in the afternoon on a Sunday or something. Someone's watching it. You refuse to sit down. You just kind of stand there, watch it in between the commercials, and then walk off to go back to do your chore. While someone in your room's like, hey, you want to sit down watching it? You're just like, no, this is good.
But you just stand there.
And you stand there for about 10, 15 minutes, then you move on. Kind of like The Matrix. The Matrix is a movie designed specifically for that type of standing up in between commercials viewing. While getting a chore done.
Wandering in and out.
Yeah.
And even so, there's really not like a missed part. Like, it still kind of makes sense. Right.
Like Titanic. Perfect movie for that because you know what's going to happen. Titanic go down. There's no plot twist where the Titanic survives.
Yeah.
That would have been an insane movie James Cameron did, and then the Titanic didn't hit an iceberg.
So how did they miss that?
The iceberg?
Like, like in real life, how did they miss that there was
an iceberg? I don't know. It was dark. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I turned into the 20th century nautical. What history or how you navigated back then, but I'm assuming it was dark.
Yeah.
It was nighttime. They were like, oh no.
I mean, when you think about all the explorers that have traveled the seas in history, like, it's almost a feat that they made it to like America and these different places.
Yeah, they were just kind of going blind.
Yeah.
I know they were using stars, but I guess they just went west and hoped for the best.
Fair enough.
It's like, we're going to wash up somewhere. Once we hit the shore, then we'll figure out where we are and whether or not we need to go up or down.
And if we just went in a complete circle.
Yeah, right. There you go.
I wonder how many times that happened.
I don't know. Well, they had to have some sort of success because they managed to get to islands and stuff. Mm-hmm. And be like, all right, let's go back there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not a nautical historian.
There was something else I was going to tell you.
Not even a historian.
I can't remember that.
Okay.
I forgot. Oh. I meant to text Noelle for like 4 days now and see if she's alive.
Yeah, once again, listeners, Noelle will not be here. This is because we don't know where Noelle is this time. We just have slowly been losing less and less track of Noelle the whole time for these past 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. The ruse is up, Justin. We have to admit that we lost her.
I think so, but I also think we're past the point of like an Amber Alert.
Well, that's good. I mean, she is an adult, so I don't think you put those out for adults.
Yeah, it's only for, well, I think they just call them missing persons reports, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Amber Alert's for children.
What's the one for older people?
Maybe a Gertrude report. Mm-hmm. Or like a Barb report.
Something like that, yeah.
Or Mildred report.
Let me find it.
Let me just go through all the different names I can think of while you're finding that.
Report.
Ruth report. Greta report. Barbara report. Mary Ellen report. Ellen report. Susie report. Suzanne report.
Silver Alert.
Silver Alert.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's lame. Name it after a person.
I mean, that's, if you think about it, a little offensive.
I get it. They got gray hair, but, you know, I'm 30. I'm starting to get gray hair, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I think they, so, yeah, I guess that works. But she didn't answer yet, so we'll see if she's alive.
Yeah. I think she may be at Disneyland or Disney World. There's a difference, and I don't know it, unfortunately.
Land is California. World is...
Okay, there's the difference. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if I had to guess, she's probably at Disney World. Because she seems to really love Disney World.
She did say she was going to Disneyland, though.
She did say she was going to go there at some point. Mm-hmm. Go get one of them Dole Whips or whatever's.
I'm going in March.
To Disneyland?
World.
Disney World. Mm-hmm. Sticking to the East Coast. Yeah. That's right. Here on this podcast, we firmly rep the East Coast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the best coast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But West rhymes with best.
And West is right. As someone who's been to the East and the West Coast, the East Coast has got it down pat, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Down pat.
I mean, really, the explorers found the East Coast first, didn't they?
I guess so. I mean, the Spanish were finding everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, the first colony in America was owned by the Spanish, like in St. Augustine, so...
Yeah.
Everybody gets it, like, thinks Jamestown was, like, the first permanent one. Mm-hmm. Like, but actually survived, and no one died off completely. With fully run, but it was, like, the first colony was, like, St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. And Jamestown was the first permanent English colony.
That's it.
That's the distinction we make when we call it the first colonies, because we speak English in this country. I mean, you know, there was the Lost Colony, so there were more colonies before Jamestown. Banks, right? Yeah, Outer Banks. I don't know how we just got on that, but no, East Coast first, baby.
Born and raised East Coast.
I don't know why when this podcast turned into such a history lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
See if we can find something else.
Fair enough, but no, if so you're going to Disney World. Any reason to go to Disney World?
Yes.
Like, Noelle loves Disney, so I understand why she's going. Why are you taking your family to Disney?
Because I have a child.
Okay.
And
she loves Disney?
She likes Disney.
Okay.
So we said we take vacation to Disney.
Okay. So take your vacation to a theme park. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
The world's most expensive theme park.
I know. I'm going to come back without
no money.
Anything to eat.
It's like Las Vegas, but you don't have the chance of earning any of that money back. And
Exactly.
it's aimed for children. and Noel.
And they make it so much so that like it's like contactless payment. So you're like spending money, you don't even realize it until afterwards. You know, it's not like you're touching cash and you're realizing how much you're spending, you know.
Fair enough.
But man, I cannot wait to eat my weight in churros.
Sounds good. I don't know. I went to Disney once as a child, a wee little lad of maybe 8 or 10, and I don't remember it too much. I remember my feet always hurt though while the walking, but I gotta imagine it's changed a lot, right? There's gotta be a reason why Noel goes back every year.
I mean, they change things pretty often.
Okay. So, Justin, here's what I want you to do while Noel's not here. When you guys go to Disney, I want you to come back and give an honest review of Disney as someone who is not a Disney fan.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because we know Noel is going to say 10 out of 10 stars every single time. But I want to hear a truthful rating.
Like an objective.
You know what? Maybe one week I'll go to Disney. And then I'll go to Universal and I'll come back and be like, yeah, I don't know why people like Disney World.
So what we should do is like create a rubric or some sort of scale, like of each different type of category that could be rated.
Be like, I did prefer Universal, but Disney World does have Avatar Land.
What about like, well, you can do food, entertainment. Imagine if you gave entertainment like out of 5 stars, like 3. That was okay.
Now imagine you rate the theme as a 3.
That would be awesome.
The Disney theme was just okay. I didn't really care for it.
It was just it was good.
I feel like going to a theme park for me would be a waste of money because my wife refuses to ride any roller coasters because she had a bad experience when she was like 4 years old.
Really?
So she will not ride any roller coaster because she does not, quote unquote, like them. And my argument would be, I like a lot of things I did not like at 4 years old.
So that must have been wildly traumatic if she still remembers that.
I don't know why. It's like 4 or 5 years old, and she's like, I don't like them. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't like a lot. I don't know. I don't know where they went or anything.
It's like, I didn't like broccoli when I was 4, but
I eat it now. Yeah, exactly. I eat a lot of things. I'm just saying, maybe try it again. You'll like it. To my wife, who is not listening to this podcast because she has common sense, try roller coasters.
Hey, any luck with the house hunt?
Absolutely not.
No,
none whatsoever. It is still very much a seller's market.
Really?
They're claiming it's starting to become a buyer's market, but I don't see it. Everybody's still offering above asking price, which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
To be like, oh yeah, starting price is this, let me bid higher. And there's still companies out there buying at like cash rates above asking, which is annoying. Because I found out during the previous president's administration, they removed the 30-day waiting period for companies to come in and make an offer on a home. Because it used to be 30 days had to be on the market. Then, you know, a Zillow or something could come in and say, we'll offer you this much for it.
I gotcha.
Now it's literally as soon as it's on the market, Zillow can come in and be like, we're buying this. Which I can't compete with Zillow because Zillow has more money than I do.
And what they do, they just rent it out or whatever?
Yeah, probably. I did see one where Zillow had renovated it, tried to rent it and failed, and then they were trying to sell it and it was just sitting on the market. So people, I'm going to say it now, we are on the bubble. That will be caused by Airbnb, Zillow, and Trulia.
So what could happen is that, well, I guess if they're buying cash, then it's no problem, but eventually that could bust, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, eventually it's going to hurt their, you know, the business's portfolio. Not that I care about Zillow, but, yeah. Maybe eventually it will bust, and then I can buy a bunch of cheap homes from Zillow. Maybe I can become the slumlord, Justin. A dream I have expired to just now. Why am I always the slummie and never the slumlord? Huh?
One day.
One day I aspire to own the slums.
It doesn't have to be slum.
Oh, no, it has to be a slum now, Justin. I'll go back to York, Pennsylvania and buy the whole city. Yeah, York, Pennsylvania, you know what you did.
You know your buddies from York, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Brian, but York, Pennsylvania sucked.
Oh, that's right. You went there last year.
I went for a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh my God, talking about a place that was run down. Pennsylvania, let us know if you're okay. It does not seem like the state of Pennsylvania is doing well.
Well, the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl, so.
Well, Philadelphia's doing fine.
Yeah.
But the rest of Pennsylvania,
struggle bus.
well, parts of Philadelphia are doing fine, but it's like any city.
Yeah, it just
Parts of it are bad, parts of it are good. It's all cities. But
well, that leads me to say
that we should start the show.
yes.
All right.
Warning! You are about to start listening to Punch the Clock, a podcast hosted by three self-proclaimed cooperate professionals, Marshall, Justin, and Noel, recorded entirely in their company's break room. Marshall claims to be the perfect man, but if that's his idea of perfection, I'd hate to see what imperfect is. Justin claims to be Will Arnett's best friend. However, a restraining order says otherwise. And Noelle believes she is a Disney princess. But we've never seen a crown. Finally, warning, please leave the show now before the podcast starts. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Punch the Clock, the only podcast that refuses to ever broadcast from York, Pennsylvania. I'm your host, Marshall.
And I'm Justin.
And Noelle's not here today. Man, we could have made a Disney pun while she's not here.
Ooh.
That would have been a good one.
I'll think of that for the outro.
Yeah, we'll do it when she comes back.
Yeah, no response yet, so.
As far as we know, Noelle's been kidnapped by a guy who wears the Mickey Mouse costume. That would be wild. Imagine getting kidnapped by Mickey Mouse.
That's brutal. What I really would like to do is just like catch like one of the mascots with their helmet off, smoking a cigarette.
Why? I don't think they'll let you smoke in the costume, though.
That's true, yeah.
Because they don't want it to smell
like
for the
smoke.
children.
Yeah, that's true. Or like vaping.
Or I guess you could probably vape in it.
What if you went...
Gotta have your vape.
Okay, what if you went to Disney World and you came across Mickey Mouse and you just saw smoke just like billowing out
From Mickey Mouse's head.
of all the like the microscopic air holes that you don't see? You just saw like smoke billowing out. What would you do?
You'd be like, the one time I come here and it's conspiracy theory night.
Or, let me ask this. Let's assume for a second that the rule is, like if you're a character, you do not remove the helmet. I'm calling it a helmet. I don't know what else to call it. The head.
I'm assuming you're not allowed to.
What if smoke is coming out from underneath you? Are you allowed to take it off?
I mean, I would assume so. I would assume, and this might be a big assumption in today's corporate America, that the Disney Corporation doesn't want their mascot actors dying inside the suits. I'm assuming that.
You go down with the ship.
The way the corporate landscape's been going the past 10 years or so.
That would be pretty funny. Well, not funny, but that'd be quite the paradox.
Yeah. At this point, we lost. The corporations won, people. Disney will rule the world by the end of it. Yeah. In 10 years, we will declare Disney the official president of the United States. And all things will be worse for it.
That'd be kind of interesting.
I feel like it'd be awful if corporations became the president. Well, I mean, we already declared that corporations can give unlimited amount of money because they're technically people. So now technically that corporation could run for president. Is the next Supreme Court ruling I am waiting to come out. Wow.
That's...
Welcome to Tinfoil Hat Corner with Marshall.
That is very profound.
I mean, if we're going down that route, because they declared it for when it came for donations, I'm waiting for a company to say, well, why don't we just run for president?
That is a wild, wild concept. Is
That
there
would be.
anything that wouldn't allow that to happen?
Well, I mean, the Constitution right now. I mean, you would literally have to have a court ruling saying that a company can run for president before it would ever happen. That's my nightmare. That companies can run for political office, which I guess they kind of do now through
They kind of
lobbying.
do.
But
They kind of do. Yeah. They and basically they have the power without having the title.
okay, now
You know what I mean?
here's a real question though.
Mm-hmm.
What company would make the best president?
Ooh.
This is not even a listener one. This is a good one. Since we're already down this rabbit
That
hole,
is a very
let's
good
make it
question.
fun again because it was starting to get a little dark there.
Yeah, sorry. Well, no, that is a great question. Wow. Marshall coming alive.
Nintendo of America would be a pretty fun one. Just imagine all of the Secretary of the State addresses are done by Mario. It's me, I'm Mario. Today we're going to lower the deficit.
Oh, man. I almost want to... hang on. Let me take a look here.
I can think of some ones that probably be bad, like Nestle. We don't want Nestle doing it.
Mm-mm.
That'd be awful.
What about...
What about
I'm just trying to think of a really funny one.
Goodyear? Goodyear is
Yeah,
the
like
president.
something random. Yeah, like, Goodyear, like
This presidency brought to you by Goodyear.
or like M&M Mars, right? Like,
M&M's, the official chocolate of the United States presidency,
yeah, that's what I mean.
or the official president's M&M's.
Or like, I don't know, like some sort of laser company.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
Xerox Corporation.
Xerox, President of the United States, Xerox, and then to see the chairman of the board, it's like 8 people come out and they're the
They're
president.
the acting body.
There you go, the acting body of the president.
Yeah.
They would have to determine, okay, well, so then it's the board of investors or board of directors are now the presidents.
It's basically just a layer.
It'd be a layer.
Yeah. That would be very, very, very. I think
Nintendo comes out, does a Nintendo Direct and announces.
I say the 7-Up Dr. Pepper Corporation.
There you go. They also own Snapple.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know why
that's
they
right.
own, and Keurig.
Yes. Yeah, which are licensed under Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
23 flavors, 23 political items we're going to get done this year.
That sounds like the when Michael Scott went to the investors meeting in the office, and they were announcing that they were going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Michael Scott announced to the investors, what was it, 30 days, 30 points, 1 point per day. We'll be back.
And
Right?
then they just left.
They just left, never came back.
That is so funny.
That's awesome. He had
yeah.
all the,
Let's see. So I'm trying to think of other fun companies that would be. Like not nightmarish cyberpunk hellscape companies. We're talking like actual fun companies.
yeah.
That we would want to
Barnes
be
and Noble,
president.
right?
I might be the most educated president we've had in years.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do.
Never would get elected. Would really alienate the uneducated crowd. Is Barnes and Noble. Imagine trying to run Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
They're so unelectable. They would be probably pretty good at the job, but very unelectable.
yeah, I know.
We gotta go hip and young or hateful.
Jeez.
Let's stick in the cool crowd for a while, though. Cool companies.
What about Oh, you know what I think of?
Ford trucks.
Haribo Corporation.
Really, Haribo.
Yes, the company that makes the gummy bear.
Okay.
For this reason, you ever see that commercial where they're sitting around the boardroom table and they're eating the gummy bears and they're like speaking like little bears?
No.
You never saw this?
I've never seen that.
Check it out. I'll try and
Okay.
find it and send it
I'll
to you. But
I'll look it up
I'm going
later.
to go. My vote is going to be on the Haribo Corporation.
Okay. I feel like most candy corporations are kind of safe,
Mm-hmm.
except for Nestle, due to their extreme human rights violations.
Really?
Oh yeah.
tell.
Yeah, Nestle does a lot of horrible things. Nestle,
Really?
there was a law that was going to get passed that made like corporations have to report any type of slavery. And Nestle went in there to block it, saying that it would hurt their company if they did that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They've blocked access to water in a lot of countries, trying to actually sell it back to poor people.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole list of human rights abuses Nestle has done.
No kidding.
Like, to the point where it's like, whoa, how are we letting them get away with this?
Not at all.
I had no idea.
Yeah, like a lot of chocolate from Nestle is like farmed with child slave labor.
Like,
Or close to slave labor, like, poverty, penny a day
Crunch
wages. Yeah, unfortunately, I love Crunch
is that how they
bars.
get all those little Rice Krispies in there? Little kids just putting the Rice Krispies in there.
Yeah, I mean, Nestle came out at
Sorry,
one
not to make a
point.
joke about it.
Like, Nestle came out at one point and was officially saying as a statement that they did not believe that water was a universal human right. Like that you as a human being do not have the right to water.
Interesting.
And I was like, that is a bold statement,
Right.
considering that you need it to live.
And it's literally been here like
Yeah.
forever. Right.
Like, they should be able to block your access to it and sell it to you,
That's crazy.
which we kind of have now because we can just shut off your water in this country. It's kind of wild. Like,
That is true. Yeah. Why do we pay for water?
I guess you just go to a public place and get it.
Yeah,
But,
I guess because they clean it. Right.
yeah. I guess if your water gets shut off and you need something to drink, there are ways to get around it in this country.
Mm-hmm.
They just go ask for a glass of water in a restaurant.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah. But,
Anyway, other fun companies.
yeah. What about Funko Pop?
Funko Pops? I don't think they've done anything evil yet.
What's the company name? Is it Whammo? Isn't that Whammo?
Whammo? Yeah, like
Right.
Whammo.
Yeah.
See, this is why we need Noelle here. She would
know this.
she would know all these things.
Yeah. She would vote for like 20th Century Fox.
Noelle should be voting for Disney every ticket. What are you
That's
talking
true.
about?
That's true. Yeah. Or like I'm just thinking like movie wise.
Oh, okay.
Because here's the I'm curious to ask her this. While she is a huge fanatic of the Disney entertainment, live entertainment, are her movie selections Disney favored as well, or do they weigh in different directions of different movie studios?
I don't know. These are all questions she cannot answer.
I know.
Yeah.
Man.
But other corporations for president.
What about
I feel like
Kmart? Kmart can make a comeback. Kmart can make a comeback.
Kmart
if
would
they
be-
run for president.
Kmart would be the third party of president, some crazy fringe party.
That's right.
That we're all like, why is Kmart here? Like Ralph Nader.
Yeah,
It's like we know who that is, but we're never getting elected.
That's funny.
I mean, I feel like any gun company could run for the Republican Party. Just Smith & Wesson runs. They'd probably get a lot of votes from them, though.
What about
I'm still trying to stick to the fun. It's like really easy to go down the dark route of who would be awful president. I'm trying to think of what company would be okay.
good. Yeah. What about like Bombas?
Bombas?
Yeah, socks.
Just socks. Just I promise socks for everybody who votes for us. I think that's bribery. You can't do that.
Yeah. You can always have like a fast food, like a McDonald's.
Oh God,
Burger King.
the world being run by McDonald's or Burger
Be a
King
scary
sounds
place.
very hellish to me.
Yeah, it'd be a scary place.
That is a nightmare scape.
Yeah. What about Tyson? Purdue?
Just chicken?
Chicken?
Well, I guess the bird flu will be taken seriously.
Smithfield?
Hams.
All the
Okay.
different food groups. Running down the list. Different food groups. What about...
Microsoft just runs it. Everybody gets an Xbox.
So let's define this a little bit further. What do we mean by running it?
Like, run the country as in be president.
Because in a way,
Leader of the free world.
Microsoft kind of does.
I mean, they run all of the office world, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody out here using Mac,
Yeah,
except for maybe arts companies, but
true.
let's be real, Mac sucks.
Yeah. What about man, I'm trying to think of some other like fun. What about Kraft?
No, they're owned by Nestle.
Oh, really? Kraft
Yeah.
is?
Oh, so many things are owned by Nestle.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You have no idea. At one point, Nestle owned Philip Morris cigarettes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Or at least it fell underneath the parent company.
What about Morton's?
Morton's?
Yep.
What's the-
Salt?
Salt. Morton's salt.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I like it.
Or like
I feel like
a spice company, right?
Okay, well, the spice companies, yeah.
Like
they've probably done
McCormick. There we go.
Look, I can be honest. When it comes to spices, I'm pretty sure some horrible things have been done by those companies. I know, like, banana companies have done some awful things.
McCormick spices are the freaking worst spices.
They really are.
They taste like nothing.
Go get your spices and grind them fresh, people.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Just a quick side
Yeah,
note. How bad,
100%.
how expensive, and how bad they are.
So bland. If
They
you
don't
can
taste like anything.
use fresh spices, get a spice grinder, people, you will thank me later. Your food will be so much better.
Yeah.
Invaded the world for these spices. You better learn how to use them correctly.
And now, a message from my mustache.
Did you not have anything planned for
No, I
that?
didn't have anything planned. I got no follow up.
Come on, bud.
I'm going to go one more week.
One more week?
Yeah.
I think one more week in the mustache, like a quick mustache date for everybody. It's coming now.
Yeah.
Looks better.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming in. Yeah, one more
around
week.
the corner.
Take some family photos and then
That's
shave
what I
it for
mean.
your wife.
Yeah. Maybe, should I take it to the end of February?
I mean, that's up to you and how
We're
you want.
talking 26 more days.
Depends on how long you want to keep doing this to your wife.
We'll see.
You go for a full handlebar. That'd be good.
That's what I mean. It's coming down the sides, you know?
I mean, full handlebar would be pretty funny.
Yeah. We'll see.
It sends kind of a different message, though. Kind of like I'm a biker.
Yeah, I'm not a biker, though.
I mean, you can probably pull off the Top Gun aviators, but
Yeah.
get some aviators, put them on, take some family photos, shave it off, never speak of it again.
Nice.
Anybody looks at the photos, you just don't bring it up. Be like, what are you talking about? I didn't have one. Deny.
Yeah. Let's see.
We do have some listener mail. though.
Oh. We have a response.
Oh, we got a response.
Yes.
Her response is me.
You told an Irish goodbye.
Just disappeared on us. Noelle, we didn't realize you were missing until Thursday. Sorry.
Well, at least we have some indication that she's alive. She's responded, so
She's alive. Okay, that's good.
yeah.
Say hi to Brian. Yeah, we got some listener mail. This one just says advice needed. Hello.
That's a scary place to start.
I guess technically we're a comedy advice show, but I doubt it most of the time. Hello, I've been hired to my dad's company to be the IT guy. There's one problem. I have zero IT experience. My dad just thought I would be a great fit because I fixed the family computer from time to time, mostly by doing Google searches. How do I keep the charade going without getting fired? Thanks. IT woes in Kansas.
Just keep giving it a goog.
Just keep
giving it a
Googling.
goog. Yeah. Oh, it's Groundhog Day. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it was Groundhog Day. Did you see the shadow?
Yeah, 6 more weeks.
Oh, that stupid groundhog.
No, stupid us for believing it.
It's true. All right. We need to, like, think of a way to kidnap this groundhog, keep this from happening.
It's
Can't Yeah, that ground. Look at that groundhog. He is so smug with his decision too. He's like, "Yeah, y'all gonna be cold for 6 weeks."
That guy's lucky he doesn't get bit. They must have like preemptive rabies shots or something just in case they get bit.
There's one chill groundhog.
That's funny.
It did snow today too. That's what's worse. That stupid groundhog was right. And we got on a tangent there. Sorry, listener.
Oh yeah, so the advice. So
stay to the IT company.
Just keep giving it a goog.
First things first, release a groundhog into the company.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep Googling it. My recommendation would be anytime someone seems like they got a problem way above your pay grade, just say that they've been hacked and give them a new computer.
There you go.
Say, I think you've been hacked by Russians.
Believable. Not far-fetched.
Depends on how big the company is.
Quick, this just in. Noel says, "Oh no, I am on vacay and will be back next week."
Huh.
So there we have it, listeners.
Okay, so she is at Disney World. When do you think was the last time they went somewhere else for vacation?
Marshall says
Hi to Brian.
to Brian, "Hi."
Specifically to Brian, not to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
last time they went to somewhere else, a different place.
I feel like it was recent, right?
I thought they went to the beach or something last year.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Right.
The beach or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. They get their vacation time in.
They do. Good for them.
Marshall, this just in. He says hi back.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
As always, we like to say hi to Brian,
Just Marshall likes to say hi to Brian.
Noel's husband. But no, we got to keep the IT train going.
Oh, yeah.
So tell everybody you've been hacked. Just keep giving them new computers. I feel like that's a pretty good one.
And just say, hey, I think we're going to have to order new computers. And then just make it seem like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Just have one computer in your office, cubicle, or whatever, cave. I don't know where they keep the IT people here. Just have it. Just take it apart.
In the basement?
Just take it apart. And anytime you take the computer away from somebody, just reference that computer in the corner and be like, yeah, no, that's your computer right there. I had to go on the insides of it.
You know what you just described, right? The IT Crowd, the TV show.
Yeah.
That's basically that show in a nutshell.
I have not seen that show.
No? You would love it.
Okay.
Really?
I've not seen it.
Oh my gosh, you would absolutely love it. I believe it's on Netflix. It's like a British, like comedy type, maybe from the early 2000s. I don't think there's new episodes anymore, but yeah, you would love it. You would love it. Check it out, the IT Crowd.
Okay.
Really, really funny.
Fair enough.
Yeah, check it out.
I might.
Do it.
Or I might not.
Do it.
We'll see.
Check out the BBC's masterpiece, the IT
it's British.
Crowd.
I'm not good. I'm not gonna watch it then.
Oh,
I don't support the British.
fair enough.
They know what they do. They think we're sorry for all that tea in the harbor? No.
No.
But
Wouldn't it have been awesome to fly on the wall during the Boston Tea Party?
I think it would have been awesome to be one of the guys throwing the tea in there.
Yeah.
like here's a spoiler about my personality, listener, if you haven't figured it out. Those guys who decided to go throw the tea in the party, I would not have been invited to the meeting to do so. I would have been on the street, watch them get a ruckus and start walking to go throw the tea, and I would have been joining in and be like, yeah, I'm down to do whatever this is.
Yeah.
We're throwing some tea in the harbor? Hell yeah, let's go!
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Afterwards, I've been like, so why did we do all this, guys? Independence from Britain?
It's like,
What?
now we have caffeine withdrawal.
Yeah, I'm just drinking coffee.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's awesome.
But, I guess there's a lot of things I would get swept up into. Be like, yeah, I'm down, let's do it.
Yeah.
In the past, there has been too.
So I think we got the listener mail covered.
Yeah, nailed it. Just Well, we know that doesn't help you.
Yeah.
Whatever. We don't care.
Just say, hey, look, we're going to open a ticket. And
yeah, open the ticket.
let's open a ticket.
Just no matter what, just keep taking the computers away from them.
just keep opening tickets.
And handing them a brand new one. Say, you really need to stop doing what you're doing.
And just say, hey, can I drive? And then as you're going through the computer, say, oh, this isn't looking good.
Just keep telling everybody you had an ID 10T error on there and you got to take it back.
That would be really interesting. It'd be kind of a funny prank. I think they'd catch on after a while, but you get to their computer, you say, okay, let me drive, and then Google search like the end of the internet or like something that like is going to flash a warning and click on that and say, turn the screen around and say, look, like this is the problem. You reached the end of the internet.
Okay. I mean, that'd be funny. I mean, yeah, I would just, every single time they do something and they call you over to fix it, take their computer away from them. Tell them you'll bring them a new one. And then each time act really upset about it. Be like,
Yeah.
now this is like the third computer that you've completely bricked. I'm getting pretty upset about this. Whatever you're visiting, you need to stop. Whatever you're doing. Look, we've looked at your internet history and we're not happy.
That's awesome.
Look, you just gotta fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Turn everything on and off again and see if that fixes it. I don't
Do a
know.
reboot. Yeah.
Pull all the plugs, burn the building down on your way out, and leave. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but
Nah. Find a happy in between somewhere, listener.
oh man. What about any
What
others?
about, nah, that was all our listener mail for this week. Oh, he said hi back. Thanks,
Yes.
Brian.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, no.
And then he laughed incessantly after he says that.
Aw. I don't know why Brian's being mean to me.
You should ask, why did he laugh incessantly after saying that?
I'm pretty sure that's Noel.
I know.
But, so anyway, me and my wife bought a crokinole board.
A who?
A crokinole board.
What is that?
It's a game from Canada.
Oh. Is that like Othello?
It's like a big circle board, and you have these little pucks, and you try to flick them into the circle and score points.
Really?
It's a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome.
It is. The board was like $300.
Oh my. Are you serious?
We got carried away.
How did you discover this game?
I found, so there's like a board game bar / restaurant near me called Unplugged. I want to actually give them a real shout out and not a joking one for once. For once, I'm not going to joke. I'm actually going to be sincere on this show, which, as we all know, the listeners hate it when I'm sincere, but it's called Unplugged Games Cafe. It's in Midlothian, Virginia.
Nice.
It's a pretty cool place. You pay like $8 to play their games, and then they have food and drinks and stuff you can order too on top of it. But the $8 gets you like a library of like, it's got to be hundreds of games that they have there, and you just play any of them. Well, they had crokinole, and I was like, okay, I want to try that.
Yeah.
It's this big circle. It has like different lines in the middle of it. I'm going to show you a picture of one. Then I'm just going to look this up as I talk. But listeners, it's like a big giant circle with a trough around the big circle and a wall.
Okay. How
About
big would you say
32 inches diameter.
this is? Okay.
And there's 3 inner circles. They represent different areas or like different points.
Does it fold or is it just like one solid?
Oh, no, it is one solid hunk of wood, my
Really?
bro. And then there's some pegs in the higher scoring area that go around in the circle. And those are kind of, that block out like 8 pegs so you can shoot through them. Let me see if I can't find a photo. Looks like this.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So I guess kind of imagine shuffleboard
Okay,
plus pool.
so for the listener, it looks like your atypical Lazy Susan that you might have at the center
Yeah.
of your table.
Like a Lazy Susan.
Yes.
But imagine you put 3 lines on it to section it off, and then you have discs to flick into. It's like pool, shuffleboard, and I feel like there's one other game I'm forgetting here. All mixed into one.
So also, quick shout out to Susan. because I feel bad for the person who called her lazy.
Okay.
That created that product. Anyway, back to what was it called? Crokinole?
Crokinole.
Crokinole.
Crokinole. Canadian game.
Crokinole.
Crokinole.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. So,
By the way, are you proud of that joke?
yes.
Would you like to try another one?
It's like, I am offended for Susan.
Susan must have been pretty lazy, man.
So you just go like, is there like, you go back and forth, or like, how do you play?
You go back and forth, and you flick your puck. So the innermost circle that I showed you, you're trying to, if there's nobody on the board, you want to flick it into there. And that's how you start the game. After someone is on the board, the next player has to hit their puck. The opponent's puck. One of their pucks, no matter what. And then this eventually stacks, and there are a bunch of pucks on the board that you get to shoot for. But if you miss the puck or hit your puck and don't hit their puck, those pucks of yours come off the board. So essentially, it's like a game where you just want to get the most points to win.
Gotcha.
It's one of those things, if I had it in front of you, I could explain to you in 5 minutes and you would get it.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the easiest. It sounds complicated, but it's like one of the easiest game rules I've ever played, and most people pick it up in 5 minutes.
So are the pucks like the size of like a nickel?
I'd say like a quarter, and about as thick as my thumb, maybe. Which is a bad reference for all the viewers at home.
It's like a bottle cap, basically.
Yeah, like a bottle cap, a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Cool.
That's a good reference for the viewers at home.
A standard closure to a soda bottle.
There you go. It's a fun game.
Cool.
Now, I did play some other games at this bar. Like I played one that was called For the Girls.
Actually, I might say something.
Do tell.
It was like a card game.
Or maybe don't tell.
Yeah, it was kind of wild. It was kind of like, Cards Against Humanity. It was kind of like in the same vein of adult humor like that, but it was like for bachelorette parties, almost.
Gotcha.
So like one color cards would be like, you roll a die to have a color on the die, and you would pick up a card of the corresponding color. And one pile would be like dares, you have to do some. One would be like categories, which sucked. We stopped playing that card.
Yeah.
Like name things in the category. The other one would be like, give a card to a person you think who's done this. Keep this card if you've done this. And then another category that was like, who here do you think would be most likely to do it or something? I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild because some of the dares were like, take a rap lyrics and DM them to someone that you don't talk to.
That's awesome.
Or stick an ice cube down your shirt right now. Don't say anything.
That's awesome. I like
And then,
that.
it'd be like, who you think is most likely to steal a penguin from the zoo or something. It was a pretty funny game.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a little raunchy at the points, but it was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a fun place to go to. I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
You and the wife into board games?
Yeah, we like board games. Gosh. Last board game I probably played, I can't really remember, but do you ever play Telestrations?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, you would love that. And you would also be very good at it because you're a great artist.
Okay.
So have you heard of this at all?
No.
So Telestrations, and it's been a while, so I'm trying my best to describe this. So you get this like little Blue's Clues looking dry erase notepad, right? And there's several pages to it, and you get a dry erase marker, and there's a card.
Sounds like Pictionary.
It's kind of like Pictionary, but what you have to do is you draw a picture, and you start with yours, right? And everyone at the table has one. So you draw whatever's on your card, and you can't use words. So then the next person has to guess the word of the picture.
I feel like I've played this before, but it might have had a different name.
Yes. So then the person after that then has to get it. Like alternates. So if I drew a duck, right? And the next person says chicken, then you get it, and then you're going to see chicken because you can only look at that page, you can't go backwards. And then it goes all the way around until it gets back to you. And then we didn't really score the points, but what we did was just kind of, it was like the laugh factor more or less. So, but it was.
Yeah, I feel like I played something with a different name, but it was like almost the same.
It'd be pretty
rules.
fun for this show, actually.
Except for the part where we're not a visual medium.
Oh yeah, true.
Kind of hard to do.
Yeah, it would just be. But yeah, it'd be a fun game.
I don't know. You know what I think is the worst board game ever made? Monopoly. Absolutely cannot stand Monopoly.
Yeah, I mean, it goes on too long.
It goes on too long, and I hate every aspect of Monopoly.
And really, has anyone ever amounted their success, financial success, to having played the board game Monopoly?
I don't think so.
It divides friendships and families.
I mean, I went to school for accounting, and I still can't stand Monopoly.
Yeah, no, I haven't played that in a long time.
Ugh, screw Monopoly.
Yeah.
There's one other one I really hate. Millborns. There's a game called Millborns that's awful.
What's that?
Yeah, it's like this weird card game. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Stay away.
I will.
Hey, stay away, Justin.
You're gonna stay away.
Stay away from Millborns. You don't want that.
Are we up on time?
No, we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, we can wrap up if you want to wrap up.
Sure.
We're just rambling about Monopoly at this point.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so that's going to do it for today's episode.
We need Noel back. We're on the struggle
Yeah,
bus.
it's been 3 weeks. Very clearly, Noel was the best of us.
Oh, man.
Did you see the show The Last of Us yet?
No.
HBO Max?
Oh, no, you told me about this. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Very good show.
Yeah.
Go get HBO Max already.
I'm still watching the Seinfeld.
Go watch something that's not done by a pedophile.
What do you mean?
Jerry Seinfeld was like 40 years old dating a 17-year-old.
What?
Yeah, like in the 90s publicly.
Really?
17 or 18, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't.
Visiting her in college.
Really?
Creepy. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's weird.
I mean, he married a woman who was already married. Yeah, I'm going to look that up.
Really?
Just so I make sure I'm not smearing Jerry Seinfeld's name.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
I'm on to season 5, so I'm moving along. Moving right along.
Yes, that's true. Jerry Seinfeld once dated someone underage when he was legally an adult. The girl in question was Shoshana Lonstein. Met in 1993 Central Park.
Creepy.
Yep, they met when he was 38.
That's creepy.
She was 17.
Yeah, that's creepy.
I don't know when they started dating, so maybe she was 18. Still creepy.
Yeah, creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld's creepy.
Fair
I will say
assessment.
that fairly out loud.
Fair assessment.
He's creepy, and by today's standards, he is not funny. And complains that people are too woke to understand his jokes. I'm like, no, dude, you just kind of suck as a comedian now.
I mean, I think in a sitcom setting, but his stand-up is
Bad. I've heard it, and I've been like, none of this is funny.
it's just
Anytime I hear a comedian go, no, kids these days are just too woke, I'm like, no, dude, you're just not funny.
yeah,
Look at Gabriel Iglesias. Like, that dude is hysterical, and he never does.
yeah,
He's all over the place with his jokes.
exactly, yeah, but
Or even, like, someone like Bert Kirchner, who is, like,
that guy is hysterical.
hysterical. He's not telling woke jokes or anything.
Well,
He's offensive. No, he's funny. Jerry Seinfeld's just not funny and was a pedophile.
oh man,
Anyway, that's good for today's
anything
episode.
to shout out? Anything to shout
I
out?
would like to shout out how dark this episode got at random points
Yeah.
of time. We really do need Noel back. So
Yeah.
shout out to Noel.
We and shout out to my journey of my mustache.
Yeah, shout out to your mustache.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to The Last of Us. Good show. Recommend.
Shout out to what did I watch recently? I started watching that show, The Fleischmans. That show is jacked.
Really?
Yeah, it is. That show is crazy.
I might check that out.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it's.
Anyway, that's going to end it
let's
for
get to
today. You can find us on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify, many more places.
Yeah.
Send in your questions to punchtheclocks@gmail.com. And as always, I've been Marshall.
And I'm Justin.
And toodles.
Toodles.